Hi all, welcome to day 2 session on AWS Cloud Practitioner program. Today we are primarily focused on at least one service with where you can explore lab 100% lab. So I felt like EC2 service is the easiest way to start, and additionally we can play with S3 as well, S3 service as well, right? So for this you need to have an account ready. So how many of you have active account with AWS?
I've already opened a AWS account.
Right. Thanks, Anthony. Moving on.
Yeah,
Baba
I have an
Sahel.
account.
Thanks,
Even I
Sahel.
have, sir.
3. Baba Sahel, Rajshekar, Rajat, Sugaraj, Vaibhav.
Sir, I don't have.
Okay. Do you mind creating
I'll
one?
create account. Sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Can I
It's
do now or later?
it's needed actually. You can initiate it now. Meanwhile, I have few things to share. You can start initiating that. You just hear and then proceed, because we need everyone to do a lab. As I mentioned, we have to feel the the actual services. So for that we need to explore at least one or two services. Right, I'll allow you 5 minutes to do that. Meanwhile, if you have any, I'll take your questions. If you have any questions on day one, or any doubts for that matter, if you want to understand about AWS, please put it across so that I'd be in a position to answer to those questions. Please share your questions. If there is any questions from day one session, or any question in cloud for that matter, not necessarily on AWS, anything you want to ask in general, if there is any question as such. Right.
Sir, how long gonna be the course will be, sir? Like how many days?
This course is today. I mean, it ends today. Like
Yeah, but like
yeah, it's
11th, if it's starting again, right? Like
no, it's a 2 days. I mean, 2 half-day program, like 4 + 4 hours.
okay, sir.
Yeah. Right. Meanwhile, I'll let you know, like, I'll take this next 3 or 4 minutes to see what kind of job openings or roles you can find it in the market, so that it will be easy for you to understand the requirement and apply with the skill. Right. So let me navigate to Naukri. AWS. So you can see there are at least how many positions? 8,563 positions, and they are asking an experienced guy ranging from 4 to 15 years, 3 to 15 years, and 6 years to 11 years. Yeah, there are different positions based on the experience, and the average salary I can see is, I mean, out of this, like 6 to 10 lakhs. If you have like 3+ years of experience, you can expect a 6 to 10 lakhs. And again, that depends on your current salary as well. When you apply for a higher position or a new position, as you know, there will be like the 30 to 40% hike. And in some matters, if you are really good, they are happy to give you like 100%. But we can keep a rough salary, like if you have an experience like 4+ years, and you can have salary up to 10 lakhs. And again, there are different positions, like I can just give you the positions name so that you will easy on it. Positions like this: cloud engineer, cloud consultant, cloud practitioner, what else? Solution architect, cloud developer, cloud DevOps engineer, cloud migration specialist, cloud admin, administrator, cloud platform support engineer. So these are all the sample positions which we can find in the market, and the highest level of this is solution architect. Okay, and he's the one who designs a solution. Let me show you like how a solution architect will design a solution. I designed one solution for one of the client. Let me bring that. So I gave this solution to one of the software company in Bangalore, where they were working on a project where um, students database management system, where students login time, logout time, mark sheets, and then what is that, assignments informations, all the stuffs we can find it in one single app. It's an app development company, so I helped them to design a solution. So I used these services like VPC, Elastic, Blackstore, EC2, load balancer, web application firewall, IAM, auto scaling, Elastic Beanstalk, and so on. So we usually give a flow chart like this, like how exactly the users flow in and how they will manage the resources. So we use some tools to design this service flow. And in this, we used MongoDB as a DB cluster in the backend. And briefing about like how exactly it works. This is a diagram. As a solution architect, you should give a detailed briefing about the flow, and as well as how it works, like how users would be communicating to the services like browser or phone app. And we also included a firewall that will protect from SQL injection and cross-site scripting. These are all like vulnerabilities which usually hackers use to hack a website or an application. So there is a protection in AWS called WAF. We call it as Web Application Firewall. And there is an application load balancer, auto scaling. So you will learn all these things only when you go through your training on AWS Certified Solution Architect -associate. Okay, and other offering like what and all I'll do, like performance analysis, cost optimizations, operating system management. Yeah, this is a complete documentation we work, and I gave a solution to them. Right. So I'm happy to share this solution to you, and you can also have a look into it. Let me share this to you all. I removed the client info for a security reason, and now you guys can just view the solution. And let me attach that file to you.
Hello, Bhaskar.
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Vaibhav here.
Yeah.
Actually, yesterday Rajat recommended for this training session.
Mhm.
So I have one question. I have already created the.
Yeah.
So I have question that present.
Mhm.
So my
So
question is that I have basic knowledge of AWS. So how can I switch from that position to this cloud?
okay, you have to wait for that. Actually, I'll take your question. Like last 1 hour would be dedicatedly keeping it for taking your positions, resume preparation, and so on. I'll answer
Mm-hmm.
at that time. I was just sharing, like somebody was creating an account, so
Okay,
I
okay.
was just creating. I mean, I was just briefing about a solutioning. So hope you have seen this document
Yes, yes,
briefing,
yes,
right?
yes.
Right. So I don't have an option to share it directly via Teams. They usually used to have like an option to share it. So here I don't find it because this is an essential account, but I will be sharing it to you. Okay, don't worry. I'll
Sure, sure.
put it in a share and I'll share it to you all. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
right. And I also would like to put an info that we are starting a new batch on 12th December. That is next Saturday. I'm starting a batch on AWS Certified Solution Architect. I have an associate program, and please pass this message to your friends, colleagues, whoever interested to join, and just to join on associate program so that they can take help through this. Right. Let's get started with the first service, that is EC2. Let's hear something about EC2. AWS EC2. ECC, that is Elastic Compute Cloud. So you see, E means elastic, two C's are there. That's why the service is called EC2. And this service is primarily used for creating a virtual machine. Okay. What do you mean by virtual machine? Virtual machine is like a normal machine where you log in and where you'll provide username and password, and within that machine where you can install applications and you can manage file systems, and you can apply patches, you can create a file share, you can use that machine as a exchange server, you can use that machine as an web server, you can use that machine as an network file share server. So you can use that machine anything for that matter. You can use as you use it in a production environment. You would have heard about a server, right, guys? People who are never heard about
Yes, yes.
server, yeah, are never worked in a production environment, you can build a complete server using EC2. So let me show you a few things here on EC2. Point number one is EC2 instance types. So there are many instant types, and these instant types are majorly categorized like general purpose, compute optimized, memory optimized, accelerated computing, storage optimized. This is like this. When we hire a car from a Zoom car, there are different car versions. Example, hatchback, sedan, right? And what else? Like the all versions you see in a car, right? So multiple seaters like 5 seaters, 7 seaters. So similarly, in a production environment, a company may require different resources. For a testing team, I can give you low, I can assign low configuration machine, but for a production machine, I have to give high configuration machine. Example, general purpose machine, I can use it for testing, and compute optimized machines, I can assign it for production. You see this? A single machine can have, I'll move on to the maximum configuration. In this, a single machine can have 128 GB of RAM. Next level is critical virtual machines. So this required a high computing resource. I'll call it as accelerated computing, where you can see a single machine can have 512 GB RAM. What is the maximum RAM you have seen on your laptop, all of you?
So 16 GB I said.
Right, you have seen 16 GB in your laptop, right? See here, this machines runs with 512 GB of RAM and
Mhm.
NVSMe SSD. This is the fastest SSD disk which is available in the market. It will be more like a anyone seen NVMe SSD hard disk? How it looks like? It's more like a RAM size now. See now,
Yes, like chip.
I have seen
absolutely
existing.
right. See, there
Mhm.
was a time we had a hard disk. Now hard disk has come up like this. This is hard disk, right? Right. I just want to show this, and additionally, I also want to bring this. I also would like to show you the pricing here. Um, as you know, when we are about to subscribe to your service, pricing plays a major role. In cloud also, there are different pricing options available. As you know, a cloud service subscriber not necessarily that is from an enterprise with a huge money, right? There will be a combination of people where it can be an individual or it can be a startup company. Based on their budget, they can subscribe a virtual machine. Example, Spot instance is the cheapest among all. Repeating again, Spot instances is the cheapest virtual machine across all instance options available from AWS. So here you can see how you can save up to 90% of the costing. Let's take on-demand machine. In on-demand is again an easy to instance purchase option where a single virtual machine may cost you 1 rupee. Example 1 rupee. In Smart instance, you will pay only 10 paise. Okay, the difference between on-demand and Spot instances. Spot instance is specifically used for a shorter duration. You cannot use it for a longer duration. AWS can take this resource anytime. It is like this. I'll just put a word in this way. Mm, let's take AWS has got this resource and currently assigned it to Raju. Okay, and Raju chose Spot instance. This Spot instance, what you see here, the machine, it is actually assigned from unused resource. Unused resource, or we call it as spare resource. What is spare resource? In AWS, there are customers who suddenly release a large resources. Example, there is a company called Accenture. They were subscribed 1,000 virtual machines. Okay, and suddenly they have released all 1,000 machines. Now, what AWS has to do? If they simply keep all 1,000 machines, no one will purchase. Do you agree? Suddenly, 1,000 machines are back to his bin. If they keep like this, no one will purchase. So what they will do, they'll bid for lower cost. They'll say, hey, we are giving it for low cost, only one machine is just 10 paise. Who wants this? So let's Raju will jump in. Hey, I need it. Raju says that yes, I need it. So, and AWS also says, hey, currently I am assigning this. If someone wants 1,000 machines, at that time I will pull back. Let's say Accenture after 1 month, they came up again and they're asking 1,000 machines. Then what will happen to this machine? You understood now, all of you? Guys?
Yes.
Absolutely
Right,
so.
right, right. So let's let's look into the pricing here. So I'll start with the spot instance, and let me see how much it cost for a single machine. And let's take A1 medium machine. A1, remember this pricing option. A1 medium, this will cost $0.049. Let's convert this into 75. So how many paise? 36 paise per hour. Remember, one virtual machine will cost just 36 paise. Okay, and A1 medium, right? And let's go back to on-demand pricing. Okay, here you can see A1 medium. I'm just taking randomly one machine into 75. Can you see this? How much it is? 2 rupees. Can you see this, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So at least you are saving how many percentage here? That is 36 paise. Let's call it as 40 paise. Yeah, at least 80% differences. Correct now? You're saving cost 80% cost saving on spot instances. Right. Similarly, there are other VM options available. There are other VM options. Let's come back to this. A reserved instance. Reserved instance are primarily used by government organizations. Okay, where they will reserve for 1 year term or long 3-year term. Example, PF office server. You know, PF fund EPFO office should be operational 365 days 24/7. Do you agree?
Agreed.
Yeah, so what they will do, they will put a contract. Hey, from Indian government, they will reserve for 1 year. They will not take for 1 hour. They will reserve for 1 or 3 years, and that is all about a reserved instance. And next one is a dedicated host. Dedicated host is like purchasing or renting out a physical server. Yesterday you have seen a server, right? I have shown Dell PowerEdge series. You have seen in the video, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a physical server. So what companies will do, they don't want to go with shared instance. What you see here, on demand, spot instance, reserved instance, these are all virtual machines which is running on one single server. Okay, it's a shared resource. Whereas dedicated host is nothing but they will give you full server to you, complete physical boxes to you. Okay, and you can install any machine you want, and you are the only owner for that server. Understood? That is all about dedicated host. So among all this, spot instance is the cheapest one. You just remember, if you want, you can make a note of this, or I'll just give you the direct link. I want you to spend at least 5 minutes. Okay, I'll give you this link to you so that you can spend a few minutes on this. I just shared a link to you. Can you all open that link and be in that link for at least 5 minutes? Can you do this now? All of you?
Sure, will do,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, carry on.
Sure.
I'll be away from my desk for next 5 minutes, so I'll be back in another 5 minutes. I'm back. So let me know if you got some time to look into the pricing, all of you. Guys,
Yes, sir.
right. So if you are ready, I can proceed. We all can proceed to deploying our first machine. Are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. People who are yet to create an account, or you are in the pace of creating an account, please have a look into the screen, understand this, and you can do it during a break. Or finally, if you are not at all able to create that account, by post completing this training, you can replay this video and you can recreate your machines, or you can build your machines. Okay, right. Yeah, one thing I want to share regarding day one videos. Currently, we are converting into an HD form, high definition video. And as you know, there is something called rendering. Rendering is happening on yesterday's video, and you will get the video soon. Okay, and we are planning to put it in YouTube, so you can directly watch from YouTube. Right, just thought to share that update to you. Now let's deploy our machine. step-by-step procedure to deploy your first virtual machine in AWS Cloud using EC2 service. Step number 1. The first thing you're gonna do for deploying your virtual machine is setting up a network. For setting up a network, we have a service called VPC. It is also called virtual network. We need to build a network. Point number 2, once we build a network, we need to create a sub network. And then once you created a sub network, you need to protect that. I mean, you need to enable few services so that remote connections are allowed. We call it as security group. You need to set up your security group. Fourth, number 1, once you protected your environment, you may need internet connections to access. So you need to build internet gateway. And point number 5, once you set the internet gateway, you need to provide a router info, like how the traffic should be flowing from internal to external. We call it as routes. And last one is to build your virtual machine. Okay, this is how we'll proceed now. I'll show you one by one, or you can also write a step. You can make a note that golden rule to create a VM. This is a golden rule where you can create a VPC, subnet, manage your security group. In this, will perform this: allow inbound and outbound traffic, internet gateway, routes, and finally will create a virtual machine. So are you all ready? Shall we create one by one, all of you? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'll go very slow so that I'll make sure that all of you are in the same page. Let's create one. The first thing is let me log into my AWS account. So this is my AWS account, and you can see this. You can see my name and my account. And the first thing is create a VPC. How to create a VPC? On your left, you can see an option called services. You can just click on the services and you can type here VPC. Okay, and click on this, and it will navigate to this page where you can see something like VPC dashboard. I want you to land into this page. Can you all do this now?
Yes,
All
sir.
of you, please go
Yeah.
ahead, please.
Done, sir.
Hi, Bhaskar sir.
Yes, sir. Please tell me.
Actually, I'm trying to create that AWS account.
Mhm.
So now I'm getting payment information.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. For that, what you have to do is you have to activate your account. I guess your account is not activated as of now. And can you see a support option there? There is an option called. Okay, we'll do one thing. Your name,
Rajat Kumar sir.
Rajat. Okay, Rajat. You can share your screen now.
Okay, I'll share.
I'll make I'll make you as a organizer now, and you should be able to share your screen. Rajat, you are the presenter now. Can you just share your screen?
Text. You can able to see my screen, sir?
Yes, Rajat, now I can see your screen. Yes. So one moment, verification failed. Please consider different payment method. Rajat, see, this specific step involves your personal card info and all that. I don't want you to share it in the screen. Okay. Um, can you just fill your card info and try, or use a different card? Or let me help you out with this. Can you just type console.aws.amazon.com? Go to browser, just type, let's see, like, is that the same issue? console.aws.amazon.com. Right, enter now. Yes. Can you just provide your credential now? Click next. Yeah. That's not the right email ID, I guess. Are you sure that's a? No, don't click on that. Just verify that email address, root user account email address. Is that the correct one? Provide the password now. Hmm. Looks you have a challenge, Rajat. You have to fix it. Okay. Yeah, I can stop presenting and share my screen. Okay, others, Rajat, you can just look into the screen. Okay, for time being, once you fix all those, you can anyhow you
Yeah.
can do it yourself. Right, guys, have a look into this. I want you to change this region. What you see here, this is Ohio, and I would like to show you this AWS regions and availability zones. Have a look into this. Yesterday, if you remember, I have mentioned that AWS spread across 24 regions, means 24 different countries. In that, they have at least 77 data centers. I'll give you the exact number now. Right, here it is. Can you all see? 24 launched regions, 77 availability zones, Availability zone means data centers across the globe. AWS is a powerful enough and they have built 77 data centers dedicatedly working for cloud functionalities. And 24 regions is nothing but 24 different cities or states across the globe where they have. See here in India, when I move my cursor, it's in Mumbai, and in Hyderabad, it's coming up. Wow, that's a good news. So since at least it started in the year 2016, I guess, 16 or 6. Let's find the, yeah, 2016. You can see this 2016 with 3 data centers. Now definitely in Hyderabad they'll come up with 3 data centers, and this is what the global presence. They are in all continents. And if you want to see more specifically where they are, I'll show you the region. I mean, I'll show the data center location also. You can see this North America. They are in Ohio, Oregon, US West, US Central, North Virginia, South America. They are in Sao Paulo, and Europe, Middle East, Africa. They are in London, Paris, Bahrain, Cape Town, Milan, Ireland, and in Asia Pacific, Mumbai. You can see this Mumbai, Osaka. Here it is. And in another 1 or 2 months, you will see Hyderabad also. Okay, right, guys. Let's proceed here. So currently, I want you to switch to. Currently, it's in Ohio. May I know for which region it's landed to you all? Is it Ohio or North Virginia?
For me, it's Mumbai.
Oh, it's for you. It's landed to Mumbai. Okay. So do you mind switching it to North Virginia, please?
Okay.
Yeah, because US East 1, this is the world's cheapest location. As I mentioned earlier, Spot instance is the cheapest machine, right? Similarly, if you build a machine in North Virginia, you will get even more lesser cost. Repeating again, building a Spot instance in North Virginia, you will get even more lesser cost. Remember this. So can you all switch to North Virginia quickly? Is that done?
Yeah, so I have done it.
Okay, right. Look into my
Done.
screen, all of you. Yeah, thank you. Look into my screen. As soon you switch to North Virginia and you make sure that you are in VPC dashboard, click on your VPCs. Under
Hello.
this VPC, yeah, please tell me.
Sorry, my net was disturbing. So from where I will get this VPC option?
Can you see services here?
1 second. Yes, services.
Here you can type like VPC. It will redirect to VPC service and you land into VPC dashboard.
This one, na VPC isolated cloud resources.
Yes. Done?
Your service sign up is almost complete. Contact.
That is because your account is not activated. See, I'll help you now. May I know your name?
Vaibhav.
Sorry, Vaibhav. Okay.
Uh,
I'll make you as an attendee, and then I'll make you as an presenter, and then you could be able to. I'll help you like how you can activate your account. You are the presenter now. You are good to share your screen. Share your screen. how to share your screen. There will be a upper arrow mark in on a monitor. Click on that. If you move your cursor towards your right, there will be a arrow mark, upper arrow mark. Click on that and share your screen one.
I think he got disconnected, so. Bhaskar sir, even though for me also the same thing, your service sign up is almost complete. Yeah, it is the same thing is asking from here. If I go for the share the screen.
Okay, I'll share your screen. Is that what's your name?
Rajat here, sir.
Okay, yeah, I can see your screen now. One moment. Just be here, man. Just a minute. Can you
Okay.
click on contact support, please? I'll help you out how you can activate your account. Just a minute. Yeah. So here, can you see something called account and billing? Yeah, correct. You are in the right place. Scroll down. Scroll down. Account activation. Type the subject. Type the subject, man. Just type it. Type like this.
Subject.
Subject is new
Uh,
user. Activate free tier account.
New user.
Activate free tier account. Activate free tier. TIER. TIER.
Okay.
Space account. Copy paste in the description as well.
Okay.
Scroll down. Scroll down. Select chat support.
Okay.
Please proceed. Then down. If you come down, wait. Can you minimize that small window?
Yeah,
Click on
is
submit.
here.
Click on submit. Yes. Now someone from the support team will be chatting with you. They will ask you your birth date. Region, some info like personal info, and then they will activate it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll stop sharing your screen. Right. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes. You can do that.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Right.
Bhaskar,
So
I have
yeah.
one question, please.
Sorry.
I have one question, Bhaskar.
Yes, please.
So, see this VPC. It's a virtual private cloud, and how does this work? Does Amazon give you a certain amount, a certain number of this VPCs per region, or you have to pay for it? How is that? Because I can see all regions, and in North Virginia, only one VPC is there. How is that? How does that work?
Okay. Right. VPC means it's a network. Okay. It's a virtual network. You can create hundreds of VPCs. VPCs are free. Creating a network is free. Okay, but when you create a machine in that network, it will be charged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'll show you, sir. I'll show you everything. And I was just waiting for the other Rajat to complete his account creation. Right, guys, look into my screen now. When you click on VPC, right? So by default, you will get one VPC. And here I have my customized VPC. What you can do is, see here, select your default VPC. You will find something called actions and click on delete VPC. Okay, it says that I have some machines are running web hosting server. Okay, right. I'll just remove this machines here. I created some machine earlier for some labs. Now I need to remove those machines to delete a VPC.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am getting a warning sign saying if you delete the default VPC, you can't launch instances in this region
That's okay.
unless you...
That's okay.
That's all.
That's okay.
Okay,
That's
okay.
okay. Please delete it.
Yes, sir.
Let me know once you're done, all of you. Excuse me.
Sir, my VPC is not getting deleted, sir.
Okay, what is the message you are getting?
I'm getting an unknown error occurred. It's an error occurred when loading VPC, and the VPC something like it's an error deleting it. So
No, that's not the case. Okay, it will delete actually. Have
Hi,
you
Mr.
used one minute? I'll answer to him and I'll come back to your question. Have you used VPC earlier, or you are using for the first time?
I'm using for the first time, sir. Like this account.
Okay. Yeah. Let me look into this now. May I know your name?
It's Baba Sohail, sir.
Okay. Making you as an attendee, and also you can share your screen now. You are good to share your screen now. Can you share
Yes,
your
sir.
screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here, can you see my screen, sir?
It's loading up for me. Yeah, one moment. Record does not exist, man, which means it is already deleted, dude. Click on the refresh button. Click on the refresh button on the top.
Yes, sir.
Right.
No, but still
Top,
it's
top,
showing.
top. Go to top, dude.
Yes.
Click on that. Scroll down. Why it is still showing? Can you scroll down?
No, sir.
It's,
There is no
ah,
scroller.
okay. One moment. And then record when loading detail VPC does not exist. Click on that VPC ID, please. Click on that 7693. Click on it.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Click on that. Okay. Can you do one thing? Can you just sign out and sign in again?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Sign out. Sign out now. Log back in here. Click on VPC.
Click on VPC.
Yes, sir. Now I am not getting any.
Yeah, which means what, it is deleted, but the browser was not refreshing it.
Okay, sir. I'll stop presenting my thing.
Right. Have a look into my screen, all of you. So
Yeah, I rejoined. Sorry, can you reset it?
one moment.
No.
I can hear my voice as an echo. Can you just mute yourself, Baba Sohel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guys, have a look into my screen. Now we are going to create everything from the scratch. Earlier, what you see, there was a virtual VPC means it's a network. It is like this here. Say, let's take our Raju as an example. Raju is a college, what do you call, is a fresh graduate out of college, and he's looking for a job. Okay, and he's basically from Hyderabad. Let's take, he's settled in Bangalore, and so he will come to Bangalore, and he's renting one apartment. Okay, and let's take, this is his apartment. As a first thing, what you will do is you will ask for a connection request. Let's take, there is an service provider in the area, so he has got an internet connection first. This is from let's call Geo Fiber. He got a connection from Geo, and then he will take his laptop and then he will attach to his Geo Fiber Wi-Fi router. Do you agree with me, all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, which means what, networking is number one. Before creating any machine, you have to build a network. Network is very important. First network, then only a machine. Same thing here also. First we are building a network, then we build virtual machine. Since it is not a physical machine, we are creating a virtual machine. Is it understandable?
Yes, sir.
Right. Let me click on create a VPC, and here it will ask you give a name. I'll call it as virtual network. And here it will ask you to provide IPv4 CIDR block, and here you can provide like 10.0.0.0/16. This number calculations and all, this is again a different section, where for that you need to know basics of networking. At this time you just provide whatever the value I provide here. Just provide name of your VPC as virtual network, and name of the IPC area blocks like this, and then click on create a VPC, and you will see a message like this where it will show state as available. Can you all do this now? Guys,
Well done, sir.
let's hear from others.
Yeah, it's done. Thanks.
Okay, right. So once you create a VPC, the second thing is, let's bring up our golden rule, subnet. We need to create a subnet, means smaller network, because virtual network is a very big network. In that we need only one machine, right? For that we need to make a small network that is called sub network. You can left hand side, you can click on subnet, create a subnet, and here you can select your VPC, that is your virtual network. And once you scroll down, it will ask you provide a subnet name. Let me call it as subnet. Okay. And it will ask you availability zone. It will be no preference, and it will ask you to provide CIDR block. Here you can mention like 10.0.0.0/24. Yeah, I'll keep in the screen so that you please set it now, and then you can click on create a subnet. Can you all do this now? All of you? Let me know once you are done. All of you.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'll click on create a subnet. Now you all can see there is a subnet is created. Now, next thing is giving access. We call it as firewall. For that, we have something called security group. On your left hand side, when you scroll down under security, you see an option called security groups. Can you all see this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll click on security groups, and once you scroll down, here you see in the golden rule also I mentioned security group allow inbound and outbound traffic. So here you can see something called inbound rules, outbound rules. You can click on this inbound rules, edit inbound rules, and in the custom section you can change it to anywhere. Anywhere means anyone can get into cloud, or any user, any external user can get into a cloud service, or he can access a cloud machine. Can you set this now? Please select edit inbound rules to anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Right. Once you set this to anywhere, scroll down right hand side, save rules. Same thing you're gonna do it for outbound rules as well. Click on edit outbound rules, edit outbound rules, change from custom to anywhere, which means you within a cloud machine can go to any network in the world. Click on save rules so that you can access any machine in the world without any interruption. Can you do this, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's hear from others. Okay. Once you're done this, next one is giving internet connection. So let's get an internet connection. Can I see an internet gateways, all of you? Yeah. Guys, yeah, click on internet gateways and click on create internet gateway, and here it will ask you internet gateway. You can mention like geo internet. Just an example, I can give a name like geo internet and click on create internet gateway. So once you created internet gateway, it will show the state as detached. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to attach this internet cable to your router. I mean, you have to attach this to your existing network. Let's call it as a switch at your home. So I'll click on attach to VPC, and here select a VPC, select your virtual network and click on attached internet gateway. So it should show like this here. Once you create your geo internet gateway, it will show as detached. You have to manually attach by clicking actions, attach VPC, select your VPC and get it attached. Can you do this now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, I'll wait for others to confirm. Can I confirm from others? Excuse me.
Yeah, it's done. Thanks.
Right. So now it's a time for us to keep an alignment. Like we have brought up internet and there was a internal VPC, we gave a connection. Now we should give directions like how it should flow. So for that we have something called route table. So click on route table, all of you. When you click on route table, you can see an option called routes. Once you click on route table, you can click on routes and click on edit routes. And here in this route table, you will give information about how the traffic from external to internal to flow. So you can click on add a route. You can mention like 0.0.0.0/0 means any IP in the world. If they want to communicate to the internal machines, they have to come inside through internet gateway. So I'll show you again. So let's take, I have a user called Raju. You want to access cloud virtual machine. In that case, he has to come through a gateway or you need a bridge info. That bridge info is internet gateway. Okay. So once we add those info in the route table, it will enable you to connect to, it will enable Raju to connect to a cloud machine. For that, you need to add a route. So you can mention like 0040/0. Okay, and then change target to internet gateway. Click on geo internet and click on save routes. Once you save route, it should look like this. See here, it should show 00 like this, and it should show internet gateway ID, and in status you should see active. Please confirm this, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's hear from others. Can you confirm now? How many of you are
Yes, sir.
performing this lab along with me? Can you just give your number like 1, 2? Give your number. Give me your number.
I'm doing it with you, Bhaskar.
Okay. 1,
Yeah,
me too, sir.
Bhaskar.
2, 3.
Kumaran, sir.
Sir,
4,
Rajshekhar.
5.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, I have missed with subnet.
Sorry, you need to know how to create a subnet.
Yeah, okay, I need that CIDR block.
Okay, it is
IP4V4.
yeah. It is 10.0.0.0/24.
30 dots. 10.0.0.
See here, sir. See, look into my screen.
Okay.
Have a look into my screen. Can you see this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay,
Bhaskar, this root table able to get. Can you just do it once more, please, if you don't mind?
Right, I'll do it. A route table, I'll show you again. Once you click on route tables, there is something called edit routes. Can you see this, all of you?
Yeah.
Click on edit routes. Under this, you put like 40/1 more 0, and in the target, you change it to internet gateway. When you click on this, you will see many options like carrier gateway, instance, internet gateway. You can select internet gateway. Okay, and click on save routes. Can you do this now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
If you miss one step, it will not work. That's why each and every step is very important.
Yeah, it's done, Bhaskar. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Let me know. Others, are you on the same page?
Yes, sir.
Right. So let's proceed now. So these are all the steps which you need to perform, and you can take this as a reference. Okay. First VPC, then subnet, security group, internet gateway, then route table -routes. And if you have done all this, then we are good to create a virtual machine. Right. So a virtual machine, we have a service called EC2. So we have to switch to a different service altogether. There was a message raised. Who raised this? Okay. So look into my screen, all of you. See here. Now you are going to switch the service called EC2. You can simply click on services tab, and it will show you all services info. Under compute, you can select EC2. When you click on EC2, it will navigate to EC2 dashboard like this. Can you all switch to this? All of you? Switch to this. Can you all do this now?
Yes, sir.
Right. So I removed one machine earlier, so it was just showing there. But for you, it should show blank. It should show like this. Right. Now we are going to create our first virtual machine. Can you see launch instances option, all of you? On your right, click on launch instances.
Yes,
Once you clicked on this, it will ask you to select which operating system you want, you can scroll down and select this operating system, Microsoft Windows Server 2019 base, this one. Let me give you the right machine name, because some people will choose a wrong operating system and it will not work. So make sure, I just put it in a chat option also, make sure you select the right machine, Microsoft's Server 2019 base, and then left hand side it will show Windows free tier eligible. Can you all see this? You can select this. You can select this. Once you select, it will ask you to select which instant type you want. You can select free tier eligible. That is by default it will select T2 micro. Let it be T2 micro. Can you all confirm this? Step 1 and 2, can you confirm, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. If you're done, let's move on to configure instant details. Third step, and look into my screen. In third step, you have an option called auto assign public IP. So you need to enable this. By default, it will be set it to disable. You need to enable. Can you do this? All of you?
Yeah, done, sir.
Can I hear from others?
Yes, sir. Done.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let's click on add storage. In add storage section, you will see the size as 30 GB. Don't make any changes. If you increase the size, you will be end up in paying. So let it be the default size. And I'll click next task. Next step is click on next add tag. You no need to mention anything here. Tag is primarily used for naming purpose, like which purpose you use this machine or what is the name of the machine. We can add this later. Next one is called sixth step, that is configure security group. When you click on this, it will ask, oh my god, my session is timed out. Okay, let me log in again. Okay, right, it landed back. T2 micro, enable auto assign public IP to enable, add storage, add a tag, configure security group, select and security group. Yeah, sixth section, it will ask you two questions. Assign a security group. In this, it will ask you create a new security group, and it will also show you add an select an existing one. You please select existing one, because security group is automatically created when a VPC was created earlier. Okay, so you no need to create a new one. Can you all set this? This is a crucial one. Please confirm.
Yeah, done,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. Once you are done, you need to select this security group, click on review and launch. Step 7 is very, very important step. In this, we will review all our configuration, whatever we have selected, and also we would be creating a key pair. See here, this is what I have selected. 2019 is correct. T2 micro correct. Default security group correct. And I'll click on launch. Now here it will ask you a key pair. Yesterday you would have noted I have pointed to some key pair. I have created a key pair. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Right. Let me tell you what is key pair. The easiest way to understand is have a look into my screen. Let's take Raju again. In this case, Raju is a smuggler. Okay, smuggler. Okay, and there is a one more smuggler. It's called Ramu. Okay, and this is like a seaport. Raju have gold biscuit. And smuggler have money. I mean, you have a cash, hard cash. So both have to exchange. He has to give gold biscuit and he has to exchange the money. Okay. If you have seen like 1980 movies, there will be 10 rupees note. 10 rupees currency note. So what these people will do is half of the note will be with us, Raju, and half of the currency note would be with Ramu. What both of them will do, they'll keep it together, verify that yes.
Serial numbers.
Serial number or anything, they'll connect, join, and if that matches, they will exchange the good. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The same story, only AWS little twisted. See here, this is what they did. They'll call this Raju's gold biscuit like private key. And Ramu's money is like public key. Sorry, the currency notes here. This one, yeah, the money which they have, the cut note which Raju have, it's called private key, and the Ramu cut note is called public key. Okay, now they both will exchange this cut note. I mean, they will both will keep it and verify like this. Okay, and once the verification is done, then they will exchange the then you will get something called password. So when you combine both public and private key, you will get password key. Understood, all of you? So it is like this. For a Windows machine, you need a password, right? By default, let's take my name is Bhaskar and I'll set some password. Okay, like this. So this password you will get only at the time of this password you will get only when you perform decryption. In technical terminology, we have something called encryption and decryption. Okay, and that will be done with the help of combining both private key and a public key. If you ask me, this is how we call it as a key pair consists of public key that AWS stores and a private key that you store. Together, they allowed you to connect your instance securely. Can you see this? So which means what? AWS hold half of the key and you hold a private key, half of the key. Both will be combined together to get a password for your Windows machine. I will show you now and then you guys can do it from your end. Here you have an option called choose an existing pair. No, I will create a new key pair. I'll call it as Raju key, Raju private key. because Ramu have public key. Okay, I'll call like this Raju private key. I'll download key pair. You see one PEM file, private encryption file is downloaded. Can you see this now? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Can you all do this now? Guys. Please create one private encryption key. Please download a key pair, all of you.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Done? Is it done? All of you? Please
Yes, sir.
confirm. Okay, right. If you're done, let's go ahead. If you're done, just scroll down. If you scroll down, you see an option called launch instances. Can you see this? Click on launch instance. Yeah. So here, once you click on this, you will see a message like your instance are now launching. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to click on this instance ID. Just click on this. It will load an instance like this. Can you see this? It is loading now. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we'll wait, or you can click on that instance ID again. It will show you the status like this. Instance state is running. Actually, you need to wait 3 to 4 minutes. Can you do this now? All of you?
You're done, sir.
Okay. Please wait for another 4 to 5 minutes, and then we will generate a password using that private key file which we have downloaded, and then we will log. Then it will allow us to log into the Windows machine. Right. Right. So yeah. Meanwhile, you can take a quick break. So we no need to wait. So what we'll do is we'll take a 15 minutes break, and 4 plus 15. Look, we will resume back at 11:05 a.m. Can you do this now? All of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, please proceed. We'll take a
Okay.
break now. Yeah. I'll pause the recording meanwhile.